Recording in progress. Welcome to the Intuition Activation Virtual Attunement event. I am so happy you're all here. I am just filled with this calm excitement. It's like I love doing these events. I love getting in there with you. I love sharing energy with you. I love that I'm in star and moon pajama pants while doing it. I'm not gonna lie. And I just love you're all ready for this too. And that's the best. If you have been a part of any of my group coaching programs, or if you've gone to a live event with me, you've heard me say something similar to this before, but ladies, can we just take a second, hands over your heart for a minute before we even dive in? Put your hands over your heart. Take a deep breath. You chose this. You chose to be doing this with your Wednesday night. You chose to attend a virtual attunement event. How many people in your life would even know what that means, right? You choose to come to an intuition activation. That's baller, girls. That is straight up magical badassery, and I'm just so proud of you, and I really want you to feel the connection to that in your heart. This is some incredibly magical stuff that you're literally allowing yourself to receive. So sacred, right? This is my work and you're showing up to receive it tonight. So that's rule number one for the evening. Let me do the heavy lifting. Let me do the hard work. This is quite literally what lights me up. This is what my soul calls me to, is holding space like this, holding sacred containers like this, and allowing other women who are freaking excited and who are freaking ready. You're all here for an intuition activation. You are my people. These are your people. This is just magical. And I just want you to look around. How many of you just do a hands raise? Did you know that you can do a hand raise on Zoom too? You don't have to, you can actually just raise your hand. But how many of you are so craving being around other people that speak the language that you speak, or that speak the language that you want to speak? Right? I've had so many incredible conversations lately. Look at all the hands up. You ladies are so magical. I've had so many incredible conversations lately. I've opened up a new school. We'll talk about that afterwards. But, women who have straight up said to me, I have these senses that I can tap in to spirituality. I can hear spirit. I can feel the universe. I can really reminisce and be intimate with the universal love. And I'm God, isn't that going to be freaking fun to be around other women that they got that going on too? Right? So amazing. So here is the layout for this evening. It is 7:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to give a quick introduction to myself. I'm going to give a really brief, high level, what is the intuition? What is this thing that we're activating tonight? We're going to do a chakra cleansing. We are going to do a distance Reiki session. I'm an intuitive life coach, and I am a Reiki 2 healer. And so you're all going to be able to throw desires into my little Reiki bubble, and we're going to let it cook. And then we're going to do a guided meditation to really activate this knowingness, this feeling, this connective thread between you and the divine, your intuition tonight. Who's ready for that? Comment in the chat box. Give me your most excitedness. Freaking ready, so pumped, yeah, Audrey, I love it, so ready. Maya says, me, woohoo, let's go, yeah, baby, I'm here for it. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, you're all so magical. Look at you all. You're delicious. Do you feel how freaking amazing it is? I'm blown away. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to pour into you. Like I said, this is my superpower. This is my calling. this is so exciting for me. So I'm just appreciative. So who am I? A lot of you know me. Some of you are brand new to me, and I'm so happy to have you here. I am Jillian Bolans. I'm an intuitive life coach. I'm a spiritual mentor. And as I said, I am a Reiki, certified Reiki 2 healer. And just like as like a future tidbit, I do plan to continue on with my Reiki training. So that at some point I will be what they call a master of masters. Isn't that like really fancy? Wow. So that I can actually train other people in Reiki. I'm like being where my feet are with this. I'm freaking loving like honing this superpower that is Reiki, but it just feels exciting to know that like I get to allow that to be part of my journey. So I am my calling, my mission, the thing that lights me up the very most is I help women uncover the truth of who they are, knowing that every single one of your truths is different than the girlfriend that you see Brady Bunch style next to you, right? Like you all have your own truth that is unique and sacred unto you. And so my calling is to help women uncover the truth of who they are by way of utilizing and working with their intuition, by way of tapping into cyclicality, the moon cycle, the season cycles, your female cycle, zodiac cycle. I mean, it just, the list goes on. And helping you really embody your inner magic because you are magical. How many here know that they're freaking magical? Even if it's like not something that we talk about, like, but you know that you're magical. And I'm not saying like you're making like chairs fly across the room by like flicking a wand. Like I'm down for that too. But like also like you just have this like innate magic to you, right? That's who you are. It's true. I'm going to say this blanket statement. Some of you might go, no, but you are worthy. You are innately worthy. You are innately magical. You are here and you are human. So you are worthy. It just is. There is nothing you have to earn. There is nothing you have to achieve. Like you don't have to go through this like litmus test of proving you're worthy. You simply are. And when we work with our intuition and we build a life based on that, we get to harness that innate worthiness. We get to harness that innate power, that innate magic, and really do wonderful things with this lifetime, with this human lifetime. So who's here for that? Look at all you fire. Yeah, I'm feeling the fire, Amy Taylor, for sure. Okay, awesome. So, do I want to say anything else? I gave you my mission. This is what I do. I have group coaching programs by which I make my biggest contribution to consciousness, make my biggest splash in helping women to like really rise up into themselves. And I do really fun events like this. And so it's just really magical. I have a lot of my true U10 ladies on the call. I've got a lot of the women who have just enrolled into the Intuitive You School, which starts in January. Hands up if you're one of those ladies, including tenters that have said yes to this, right? Like, woo, you're so magical. Okay, welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's dive in, shall we? We feeling good? First of all, let's just shake it out. Because I know that like, this is a lot of energy. I have a lot of energy. I hold space for a lot of energy. And you're probably feeling all the feels because you're probably an empath. You're probably like really freaking excited. You're probably picking up on some energy from other women on the screen, right? So like, let's just be here in your body. The sacred, beautiful body that you get to do this life in. Deep breath, release. You get to have this experience tonight for you. You get to receive. One of the things that I love coaching on and through the very most is energetic exchange, right? And so many of us are patterned and programmed to give until our well is so dry we're trying to borrow from the neighbor's well, but then we feel guilty about borrowing from the neighbor's well, so we like chastise ourselves even more, right? We can't do that, ladies. And actually the way the universe is set up is so that there is always an equal exchange, an equal energy exchange. For every give, there is a receive. And I know that so many of you are confused. You're tired, you're wanting to tap into these feelings and these emotions, and you have been taught by external forces that their expectation of you matters more than your feelings, that what makes logical sense trumps like what you know to be true inside. And I'm just here to tell you, we're not doing that bullshit anymore, okay? We're going to really allow ourselves to be here in this body, be present, and tonight we receive. I know that you want to create a life based on your intuition. And in order to do that, there's no hamster wheeling, spinning, mundane mediocrity. I can try to figure this out as I go, but really I'm just placating the patriarchy of the world. Like, no, we're going to allow ourselves to receive these activations, this experience, so that we can make more empowered choices based on how we feel, so that we can create the life that we want to create. Yes? Excellent. Okay. Very first thing, well, kind of second thing, what is the intuition, right? Who here is like, okay, this sounds really fascinating, but like, what is the intuition? Anybody? Yeah. Alicia, awesome. Catherine, awesome. Thank you for being brave. And I tend to think that some of you are like, I have a sense of what the intuition is, but I haven't utilized it for a long time. Anybody in that camp? Working on it? Yeah, good. Okay. For me, this was like a channeled message one day. Our intuition is the messenger for our wisdom. Our intuition is, yes, Erin, it's a knowing based on what we feel, right? Our intuition is what leads the way when we turn off the noise that happens up here, when we turn off everybody else's expectations, when we stop making choices based on what's easy or what makes the best sense, even though it feels awful. Our intuition is the quickest way, because it's based on feeling. It's the quickest way for our soul to get our attention, essentially. So being here in human, we are made up of a soul and an ego, and we have a body in which to carry these energies and create this life with, right? So our soul comes from that divine source of love that is the connective tissue of all things in the universe. Call it God, goddess, universe, source, powers that be, you call it whatever makes you feel here, whole and holy, and connected in to a guiding energy. Perhaps it helps you personify it. You do you, boo. As long as you know that you get to connect in with love in a way that makes you feel fully seen and connected to, that's excellent. Our soul is made up of that essence and that entity of love. Our ego is what comes along with the human body, right? With the human experience. The ego gets a really bad rap because oftentimes we're told like, oh, my ego like took me out again. And yeah, the ego's job is to keep you small and to keep you safe. And the reason why it's so important to activate our intuition again is because our ego has been programmed by external forces that are not in alignment with that universal love. Our ego has been programmed by institutions, religions, other people, society, norms and beliefs that other people had, and they tried to like fit into your little box, right? Like your little body. And your ego has that patterning because of that. Now, so that's not bad. What we get to do in being here and being human is understand that what has been taught to us, how we've been programmed, isn't necessarily our truth. And guess what? I'm going to like burst all of your bubble right now. That's not a bad thing. I know that so many people are so resistant to learning anything outside the norm of what they've been taught. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to upset the parents. They don't want to be the one to like, like be the weird one. And ultimately, right? How many that I just saw every single one of you crack a smile, right? Like how many of you feel like the freaking weird one? And that's been bad, right? Like you've put that in a category of I'm weird, I'm wrong, I'm bad. Because I'm different from them, they must be right and I must be wrong. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. And if nothing else, I want you to hear this tonight. Just because you are different, just because you follow a different path based on your feelings, doesn't make you wrong. Just because someone believes one thing and you believe a different thing, doesn't mean anybody's bad. It simply means you are honoring different paths. And so now your soul is always going to call you down the path of least resistance or the path of most allowance, whichever way you want to put it. Your soul wants you to live the most expansive, abundant, fulfilled life. How do those three words feel? Expansive, abundant, and fulfilled, right? Like delicious, right? Our ego is the thing that throws the roadblocks in. No, you can't do that. You don't deserve that. You're not smart enough. You haven't been doing that long enough. You're not as good as her. So why even start, right? Like, oh, all the noise. Our soul is always there just saying, come on, come on. It's way easier this way. This is the path of love. And so the way our soul tries to get our attention is through our intuition. How many of you have had an intuitive feeling or like an intuitive hit or an intuitive download before? Like it's happened before in your life, right? Some of you perhaps more than others, more frequently than others. It's all cool. But like, you know that there's something deeper. And so the first thing that I want to call you into tonight, especially when I do the group Reiki session, is where do you feel it? Where do you feel your intuition? Because your intuition is a feeling. We have been taught to numb our feelings out. We have been taught to turn our feelings down. We have been shamed for being too much, too big, too emotional. And also, ladies, we have a female cycle, which brings our hormones like this throughout the course of a month-ish or so. And we have been shamed for the fluctuation of our feelings. And we have been shamed for the differences that are going on in our body. And we're here to erase all of that. We're not here to erase it. We're here to actually reclaim it and say, this is my birthright. I get to feel these feelings. In fact, they're my superpower. So in essence, our intuition is the easiest way for our soul to think about like your life. Close your eyes for a second and just think about your life and think about, oh my gosh, okay, Beauty and the Beast, like the original like Disney movie, right? Where it's like that beautiful, like gorgeous lit path that the horse wants to go down. And then there's the path with like the brambles and the thorns that the dude's like, no, we should probably go this way. Your soul is the beautifully lit path, girls, right? It's the path of ease and excitement and relief and comfort. That is the path of your soul. And every time you get a feeling that you are meant to make a choice based off of, you know that you are being soulfully carried. We good? That's really high level, but I want to get into the activation. I don't want to do so much teaching here. We'll be doing a lot more teaching in the Intuitive You School. We do a lot of teaching in different areas. I want to get into the activation. But is that good? If we can go high level, intuition is the messenger for our wisdom, which is connected to our soul. And our intuition is always where we feel the very best, where we feel the most connected. I saw somebody earlier, how do we turn off the noise? A couple of different ways. I'm going to help you do a little bit of that tonight, right? Like, and this is what I'm saying, girls, go like this. Everyone put your hands up in fists. How many of you find that you like grip life this way? Like you tend to be like doing life this way right now. I just want you to do the simple act right now. Ready? It's gonna be a big one. Look at every single soul sister here with her palms wide open, ready to go, surrendering, ready to receive. Look at this, right? So tonight, I'm going to guide you through it a little bit. And it's practice and it's learning, right? You only know what you know. You only know what you've been taught so far. And you are here because you're ready to, tonight it's about the activation, but really like we need to learn and remember, because when we learn about the intuition, when we learn about cyclicality, when we learn about that innate magic within us, yeah, it's a new learning, but truly it's a remembrance. Because at a primal level, as a woman, we know this connection. We know how freaking powerful we are. Yes. Right. Like on a primal level. And we crave this type of community of other women that it's like, oh, you feel that too? You want this too? You're ready to learn more about this too? So it's practice. There are a lot of really good tools you can utilize: journaling, breath work, meditation. And for me, honestly, at the beginning, when it comes to like shushing the noise, it's taking a deep breath and reminding myself that I'm safe to feel my feelings. That really resonated. I felt like 5 clicks go out on the screen. I'm safe to feel my feelings. Yeah, good. Okay. We're going to get into this now. I want to do a quick chakra cleansing for everybody, because ultimately, if our intuition is based on our feeling of alignment, of, yes, that's right, I can't explain it, but I know it. If our intuition is based on like clarity, then we need to have a clear auric column. Yes. Does everybody, actually, I'm not going to ask the question that way. I'm going to give a brief overview. Our chakra system is very complex. There are more chakras than I even know about when you think about the broader context of things. But what I'm going to walk you through is what I feel is kind of like the primal, like the foundational chakra system, which are 7 chakras that run through what is called your auric column. The bottom one is our root chakra. That's at your tailbone. Then we've got the sacral chakra, which is right in between your hips. Ladies, like this is where our uterus is. This is where all of our flow mechanisms are. Then we've got our solar plexus, also called our will center. That's your belly button. That's your gut. That is your gut. So when you hear people say, trust your gut, your intuition lives in this area. Then we've got our heart chakra. We've got our throat chakra. We've got our third eye, and we've got our crown chakra. I'm going to do a quick clearing for us. I do encourage you, if you feel comfortable, I'll tell you the mantras to repeat. You can repeat them in your head. Some of you I know have family around and you're like, I already talked them into leaving me alone so I could activate my intuition. I'm not ready to let them hear me mantra over here. That's totally cool. You can say it in your head. Or if you do feel comfortable saying it out loud, just adds extra energy to it, right? Like words are energy, feelings are energy. When you can transmute those feelings into words, it's just a double whammy. So you do you. Okay, we're gonna but this is really important. The reason why I want to do this first is because if we have a clear and open chakra system, we are at our, basically, we're at our readiest to receive the activations to come. Okay, cool. How's everyone feeling? Take a deep breath, collective breath. Good, Karen, I saw your thumbs up. Excellent. All right, grab a sip of water or tea, whatever you've got going on if you need it. All right. I want to invite you to close your eyes and just hear my words. Allow yourself to come on into your body. Before we get going with all of these different steps of this activation tonight, I want to just call in our spirit teams, the divine source of love and support that is universal guidance. I want to call in our power animals, the elements of the universe that help us to feel whole and holy in who we are in this human experience. I know and I trust and I believe that my spirit teams will allow for me to channel the wisdom that is meant for all of you. And I know and believe that all of our spirit teams are working together co-creatively to create this energetic bond between my words and your experience, and also each and every other single woman who is here for this evening or watching the replay. I call in every single god and goddess, every single archangel, ascended master, divine sources of support and wisdom and knowing to support my words and the ability to receive my words for each and every single one of these sacred women here tonight. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Take a deep breath and release. I want you to picture a beautiful, brilliant ball of light. It's situated at the base of your spine. It's starting at the beginning. We are creating a foundation of support and trust and knowing and love. We ask this ball of energy to fill our root chakra. Our root chakra is the place where foundational safety is created. Basic needs: food, shelter, water, love, safety. Let this brilliant, energetic ball of light fill this area, heal any wounds, assuage any fears. And I invite you to repeat after me. I am safe. It is safe to be me. It is safe to feel my intuition. Take a deep breath and release. Imagine that ball turning into a spinning ball of red fire, knowing and trusting that your root chakra is now open. Watch the original glowing ball ascend up into your sacral chakra. This is where your uteral area is. This is where the divine feminine and divine masculine come into play. This is where exchange is stored. Any story associated with flow takes place and is held in your sacral chakra. Any story you have with money, any story you have with not feeling worthy in relationships, any story you have that you need to constantly give and not receive is held here. And in this moment, we ask that this area be healed of these past wounds and past beliefs. We know and believe that in order to create full cyclicality, we must both give and receive. I'd like for you to repeat after me. I flow with ease. I give and receive. My intuition ignites me. Imagine this area now has a beautiful ball of orange light flowing, circulating, knowing and trusting that this chakra is now open. We call the original ball of light to now ascend further into your solar plexus. This is right in your gut. This is where we house our inner child. This is where we house our excitement and zest for life and for our contribution to it and our ability to play in it. This is where we house our intuition. I'd like you to repeat after me. I am worthy of being me. I am worthy of expressing myself and making choices based on feelings. I trust my intuition. Knowing and trusting that we have now opened this chakra, you witness a swirling ball of yellow, vibrant, happy light, and you allow the original ball of light to ascend up into your heart chakra. This chakra is all based upon love. It's the house of where we can give and receive love. This is the place where we store the feelings of fulfillment and connection, as well as feelings of righteousness and martyrdom. We ask tonight that this chakra be cleansed of anything that blocks the flow of love in and out. There's nothing to prove. You are worthy of love, both giving love and receiving love. Repeat after me. I am love. I give and receive love. My intuition leads me down the path of love. Take a deep breath here. Knowing and trusting we have opened this chakra, you see a green ball of swirly light open, ready to allow the energetic flow of love that is the universal thread that connects us all. This green light brings life and rejuvenates you. And now you let that original light ascend up into your throat chakra. Our throat chakra is where we can take all of the work, all of the conviction of your truth that the bottom chakras have allowed for you to embody and express it. Say it. A woman who says the words to match her inner power is a woman who stands embodied and demands that the world witness it in the most sacred, divine, goddessy way. Please repeat after me these mantras. I speak my truth. I declare who I am. I feel my intuition, and I say the supportive words of it. Take a deep breath here, knowing and trusting that we have opened this chakra. Feel this swirly, bright blue light, as clear as air. Create space in your throat chakra and allow for that original light to come up into your third eye, right between your eyebrows and the middle of your forehead. This is where your intuition gets to meet your sixth sense. Your third eye, your witch's eye, your goddess eye, is the eye that helps you see the path through the noise of the brain, through what the eyes perceive as truth. But the third eye, in her divine wisdom, knows more, sees further, sees wholeness. Repeat after me. I see the path of my intuition. I trust the knowing of my third eye sight. I know where to go. Take a deep breath here. Knowing and trusting that we have opened up this chakra, you see a beautiful indigo purpley light swirling, flowing, open chakra, and you allow for that original light to come up to your crown chakra, the top of your head. This is the gateway between you and the divine. This is where we turn off the ego and the human brain with the limitations and the scarcity mindset, and we connect in to the divine source of energy that is as much outside of us that it is inside of us. This is the access point. This is the entry and the exit point, because we are one and the same with universal divine consciousness. Please repeat after me. I am God, Goddess, universal love. I am open to the guidance and wisdom of the universe because I am open to the guidance and wisdom of my soul. Take a deep breath here, knowing and trusting that we have opened our crown chakra. You see a white swirly ball of light, of love, flowing open chakras. I would love for you to shoot light up through your crown chakra and simultaneously down through your root chakra, connecting you in with the limitlessness of the universe above and connecting us in to ground us to the center of Mama Gaia, Mother Earth, that we get to do this life on. We are as connected to the earth as we are to divine consciousness. Call the light back up from the earth and back down from the heavens and let it reside right in your solar plexus, right in your intuition center. We are as connected to those two entities, and we are here. We are special, we are divine, we are sacred beings, and we have freaking work to do. Here we go, here we flow, ladies. I invite you to open your eyes, take a deep breath, put your hands up. Do you feel how freaking powerful you are? And some of you are not feelers. Some of you, like, that's not your clear sense. But I just want you to be in the essence of it. I just want you to witness all that you have to really channel and be a part of and create in this human lifetime. Good. Good work. Good work, loves. How are we feeling? Comment in the comment box. Megan said that was powerful. I'm so glad. Erin said stomach and full body tingles, like feeling energy. Totally. Amazing. Hey, Nina. Audrey had to run. Hopefully you catch the replay, girlfriend. I got very cold. Interesting. Cool. Yeah. Noticing what physically happens when you experience that is so powerful, because you really get to tap in to you and your superpowers in a whole different way. It's super magical. Awesome, Selma. Amy, good. Jamie, awesome. Megan, Jillian, good. Okay. Perfect. So now we are going to do a group Reiki session. I want to do the group Reiki session so that we can open up the energy to your desire. I can hold space and Reiki your desire. What I'm going to do, so in Reiki, there are very sacred signs and symbols that I know that I will be performing in a place that you can't see it. I kind of use my finger and like do like a little magical thing to like set the container to really hold the energy around what I'm Reikiing. And essentially I have like a little bubble, like a little Reiki cauldron that I'm going to ask whoever would like to put a desire or a wish into the comment box. I will say it out loud and put it into my bubble and I'll Reiki it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to Reiki it. And then we're going to do the activation, our intuition activation. So the Reiki will still be going on. Imagine like, okay, like we're like creating like a delicious cookie batter right now, right? Like, I mean, the holidays are here, right? Like who's made cookies? So, I mean, we're in December. Yeah, we've had several cookie bakings going on. So imagine it. Your desires, the thing that you want Reiki is essentially, I am a faucet of universal love putting attention onto something that you want Reiki. It could be a physical thing. It could be an emotion. It could be a meeting you have coming up. If you can think it, you can Reiki it. Okay. So you all are going to put in the chat box what you'd like me to Reiki. I'm going to create the little bubble, and we're going to essentially let the cookies bake while we do our intuition activation. And then I will close the channel for the Reiki, and we'll check in on how we're doing after our intuition activation. And then we'll call it a night. And you're just going to go to bed like sparkling little diamonds, because we're going to work so much magic. I mean, we've already started. I can feel you all. And I know that you can feel me too. So I am going to open up my bubble. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say the things out loud, and then there will be a minute where I'm just completely quiet so I can really cook. I can like get the things, I can like get the temperature set for the cookies that are baking. And then I'll open up our intuition activation. Good. Everybody feeling good? How are we doing? We're clear. I can feel it. Okay, excellent. So good. Yes, please comment here, and I may choose the wordings a little bit differently. When I put things into my Reiki bubble, I focus on the positive. Words matter. Words matter in life. Words matter in spell casting. Words matter in manifesting. Words matter in working with your intuition. So I may word things a little bit differently, but I'm going to cook them all. But I am going to say that I had somebody reach out to me. She wanted to be here tonight, Julia, and she wasn't able to, but I asked her if she wanted me to Reiki something. And so I have something to Reiki for her too. So I'm going to open up my bubble. Okay, the bubble has been activated. And now essentially I'm going to add each and every single one of your desires, wishes, intentions into the bubble. For Julia, I'm going to add peace and love to be the focal points for her friend who is going through a health, who is experiencing health that is not optimal. So we are transmuting that into focusing on peace, health, love for her friend and for Julia, to transmute her feelings into peace, health, and love. Let's start at the beginning. Oh, ladies, this is amazing. For Victoria to stand in her truth, to ascend from everything she's been through and stand embodied in the way that she knows that she's able to utilize her most powerful forces. For Amy to release anything under the vibration of love and embrace more love and compassion. For Nina to be courageous and to honor her intuition and desires, to stand in her full knowing and feeling of her intuitive flow. For Megan stand in the fullness of love for this life. For Eva to flow. Here we go, here we flow. To swim with the current and enjoy the ride. For Jillian to bask in self-trust and trust of the universal guidance that is always available to her. For Heather, optimal health, optimal, vibrant, freaking phenomenal health. For Jamie, a home filled with health and a heart capable and willing and able to give and receive love in a way that feels amazing. For Alicia, focus. I'm going to add trust into that as well for you, sister. I'm feeling that for you. Trust on the things that she is focusing on and the importance behind them. Erin, new path, daughter. And to have the most optimized license to support her into the new year. Danielle, magic and owning it, being able to harness it and work with it in the most abundant of ways. Bethany, to stand, to ignite her energetic creativity. It is ready to burst with excitement. The world is waiting for it. Emily, to stand confident in her magical self. To excitedly hear the calling of her heart and say yes to those things because she's empowered. Maya, clarity. Clarity on how to utilize her gifts. Clarity of her gifts for herself. And then seeing the ripple effect that will have. Megan. To stand in wholeness. Releasing anything under the vibration of trust and excitement and connection. Alicia, self-dedication. Valerie, to allow in the guidance to call her forth into what her soul has ready and available for her to do, to utilize her greatest gifts. Amy, to make true connection with her soulmate people, to build an abundant business with incredible soulmate ideal clients and positively impact them. Pam, to work her soul's purpose. Financial abundance, ease in business, success in all areas, and fun, vibrant fun. Selma, to stand empowered, Wonder Woman style, in full truth, to embody the strength of who she is. and deliver these important messages to the world. Brandy, strength in herself, to trust in her knowing, to be comforted and supported in how badass she is, to make choices based on her gut. Karen, for Karen, I'm adding in all of the people that she loves the very most and has resonance with and gratitude for in terms of connection, and for her to be it as her optimal, most abundant, flow-filled self, knowing that her energy connects in and positively impacts those around her. Catherine, to stand in her truth and to be the beam of light, knowing that she herself can be trusted, and for the healthiest of hearts, the most vibrationally and physically healthy heart. Lucia, or Lucia, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Unconditional love, and to be a light beam for this love. Morgan, calm. Calm and powerful. The ability to harness strength and know that you are the controller, in the positive sense of the word, of the elements. You are the harnesser of them. Morgan, I just see you as like an Elsa right now. Kelly, to be grounded. To be grounded and yet excited to evolve, to continue to step up and participate with this expansion. Nanette, to be the freaking universal source of love that you are, to be the lighthouse and the light beam, to be the leader that you were meant to be. All right, ladies, I'm going to let this cook for a second. I want you to really hold the words that I said for you and your specific desires and wishes and intentions. And I would love for you to do what feels good for you. If you are certified in Reiki, you can turn your Reiki on. If you're not, simply feel a vibrational resonance of love and belief. Put your hands over your heart, over your solar plexus. You can lay down, whatever feels good for you here. The key to allowing universal magic to unfold is to believe in it. And so believing in who you are and believing in these higher vibrational intentions, this is how we change the world, one vibrational frequency at a time. I'm going to take a moment and let this cook in my Reiki bubble. And then we'll activate your intuitions. Okay, girls. I've got my Reiki bubble here in my hand. I'm going to hold on to it. Like I said, I'm going to let it cook. So it essentially, the universe is pouring love into all of your desires. And we have the ability to do this, ladies. Reiki, it's fascinating to me. Reiki is a faucet of energy. This is not taking from my energy supply at all. I am simply a faucet. I can feel my hands really hot right now. I'm simply a faucet for the divine energetic flow of love. It's really powerful. So we're going to let this Reiki bubble cook. Oh, good, Maya. Awesome. Okay. How's everyone feeling? Does anyone have anything that does anyone have anything they want to say? I feel like someone has a question or like wants to say something out loud. What? Awesome. Good. Just note where you felt things. And now we get into it. Okay. But before I have you close your eyes, before we dive into this, good. Oh, good. I'm seeing your things come through now. Before we dive into this meditation, I would love for you. I mean, you're here, so you've already said yes to activating your intuition, but it has been so powerful for me, especially in the creation of the Intuitive You School, which was essentially a new program that I birthed about a month ago and I'm welcoming people into now. But I have this like deep resonance with women powerfully saying yes to and for themselves. So I would love for you to say yes out loud, say yes with your hand over your heart, type yes in the chat box, whatever feels good for you. Are you ready to activate your intuition? Good. Yeah, girls. Good. Good, good, good. Awesome. Awesome. Good. Do you feel how important this is to say yes, to have that active yes come through? Awesome. Okay. I said it's going to be an activation, but it's one where you get to receive. So get comfy. Some of you are already laying down like, go girls, freaking here for it. Love it. Get comfy where you are, cozy, whatever you need to do. Ground in, right? We did a lot to connect us in with the divine. I want you to be where your body is. We can't do anything in life without our body. And in fact, our body has been the thing to allow us to do everything in this life. So be in your body right now. I'm going to have you take a deep breath. Close your eyes. I invite you to imagine you in the wholeness of who you are. I want you to see your body and allow for the light that has always been, will always be inside you to ignite right in your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is clear. It is open for this activation. Your intuition is the messenger for your wisdom. Your intuition is your freaking superpower of feeling and associating a knowing, a deep, resonant, primal knowing with that feeling. Imagine your body becoming lit up by your intuition. There's a little ignition, a little match with the tiniest of flames. Society has been here telling us to snuff out our light. institutions that are based on external validation, someone else's perceptions, have caused you in the past to dull that light, to throw a wet blanket on that light. And tonight, we call it back. I want you to imagine a little flame in your solar plexus. I want you to imagine yourself creating a mini version of you. So you have your body where the flame originates from, and then you kind of jump out of your body into a miniature version of you. And I want you to go sit by the flame. It's time to tend to your intuition. You are worthy of feeling. You are worthy of choices and the ability to make powerful choices because you are a woman, because you have these feelings, because you are intuitively guided. You have the right, you have the privilege, you have the honor of creating a life based on this intuitive flame. And first, we have to remember to love the intuitive flame. Go sit by the flame. Imagine yourself getting cozy. Let your imagination and your creativity take over here. You could be sitting in your solar plexus. You could be sitting on a beach somewhere with a bonfire. You could be sitting in the mountains with a little candle. You could be sitting right in your bed, wherever you are with your intuitive flame. Let this be like a lucid dream and have fun with it. Allow yourself to feel the energy of fun and excitement. You are one-to-one with your intuition in this moment. Greet it like an old friend. Greet it like a lover. Greet it like a nurturer. And as you reconnect with the flame, allow yourself to remember the power of your intuition, the power of your version of truth, your version of source energy. You are locked in to this universal experience of the power you get to create by trusting yourself again, trusting your feelings, trusting that the universe has your back and it's already done. Those things you want, those desires you have, that lifestyle you crave, it is done. It is complete. It is ready for you to embody it. We simply have to get out of our own way, and we get to let this intuitive flame gently and lovingly burn down anything that is not in alignment with our highest self, with divine love. Take a deep breath here. And as you breathe out, remember that air stokes fire. As you feel the heat that you generate, that your intuition generates, I want you to first go to the place of forgiveness. Forgiving those past stories that have kept you small. Forgiving those people that have put expectations on you, that have made you deviate from your path. Forgiving the structures of society that don't align with your highest truth. And most of all, forgiving yourself. Witness what happens to the flame as you bring this forgiveness. It's like fuel to the fire, this beautiful, loving, path creating fire that is your truth, your power, and your magic. Allow your intuition in the flames that flicker bravely and safely. You are safe here. These flames can't hurt you. These are the flames of your power, of what your soul is here to blaze a path in doing. You are activating this primal connection that connects you in with mass consciousness, connects you in with universal Kairos time. You see in the flames as they flicker tidbits of where you're meant to go. It may be big picture. It may be just the very next step. It may be a word. It may be an image. Allow the flames to show you something. Open up. Don't force it. Don't tell the flame what to show you. It will show you. This activation is calling you up and in to something bigger, grander, more in alignment with your soul than ever before. Be playful with this energy. Imagine your inner child being ignited, your inner child who would squeal with such delight at the magic that is taking place. Let her be playful. Don't put restrictions on. Don't tell her to grow up. Don't tell her to get serious. Don't tell her to buckle down and figure it out. Play. Play in the light of the fire. Let it grow. Let your intuition grow. We are activating the calling of your soul here. See yourself laughing. See yourself trusting. See yourself opening up those palms again and surrendering, letting the universe carry you with the current down the river to exactly where you're meant to be. The most abundant, fulfilled, expanded place. Take a deep breath here. And finally, I want you to meet that flame, that burning, excited, steady, vibrational essence of love with your own love. Cultivate feelings of your love and of love in your heart now. Love as it feels truest to you, most flow-filled to you, the kind of love that comes and goes, that you give and receive. Pour that into the fire. Activate your intuition. The way to activating our intuition is through love. The way to feeling our feelings is to love our feelings. Love the body that we get to feel these feelings in. Love the path that our soul has chosen to call us down. Love, ladies, love. I invite you to take one final deep breath. Pour whatever else you need into this flame as it simultaneously fills you from the tip of your toes up through your legs, your hips, your stomach, your chest, your throat, your face, your head. It has filled all of you. You are your intuition. And now in this moment, with this activation complete, we know and we trust that we are fully supported, that we are safe to feel our feelings, and that we are ready to live a life intuitively, wholly, truthfully, and soulfully. Ladies, come back into your body, thanking the fire of your intuition, thanking your body as you settle into it. Take one really cleansing breath and open your eyes when you're ready. As we stand in the power of the essence of our intuition that has been activated with these powerful women that have done the work with us, I thank all of our spirit teams. I thank universal guidance and consciousness. I thank the channeling that I was able to bring to gift these women this experience. I give this Reiki bubble up to Artemis, to Aphrodite, to Isis, to Mother Mary, and to Mary Magdalene. Take these desires of these women and continue to allow for them to cook to fruition. Thank you for giving me the ability to pour love into them during that activation. Ladies, bring your hands to your heart. And so it is, and so it is, so it is. Release. Shake it out. Take a sip of water. I'm a shoulder wiggler after something like that. That was powerful. Feel free to pop in the chat how you're feeling. Feel free to pop what came up for you. I'm going to down like all of this, as you can imagine. That whew, thank you, throat chakra. Eva, baller. Maya, that was powerful. Thank you. You're welcome. Erin, thank you. You're welcome. Selma, relaxation. Megan, I love the fire and the warmth of that. Valerie, oh my goodness. Was not expecting a cry fest. Oh, girl, welcome to my world, right? Like, where are my other girls? Like, we don't get out of these things without tears. Like, it is a necessary part of this work. There is a joke that goes on between my my sacred clients, my soulmate clients that I get to do this work with. They're like, oh, well, must be another call of Jillian since I'm bawling my freaking eyes out. So you are held, you are safe. Tears are emotions made physical, right? And it's in the releasing of them that we get to make space for that fire, for that intuition. Oh, I love it, girl. This is my favorite part, just getting to like jam with you guys afterwards. Alicia, I felt chills along the side of my head and saw me as a young girl as my intuition. I freaking love that. Anyone else see a previous version of themselves or feel a previous version of themselves? It's powerful. Jillian, I'm feeling lighter and relaxed, like a weight has lifted. Good. Lucia, I felt my intuitive power literally returning home to my body. So powerful. Yes, sister. Amy, wow, this was so powerful. Good. I had goosebumps the whole time. Warmness. My flame was blue and purple. Gosh, never felt anything like that before. Excellent. Pam, thank you for the guidance. Thank you to our spirit guide, the highest love and light. Yeah, girl. Nanette, I always meet my child self. Much love, Jillian Mel. You goddesses. You too, girlfriend. Yeah. Amy, you're welcome. Maya, I felt grounded and lifted at the same time. I love that feeling. Did anybody else feel that like juxtaposition? I mean, we are human, so there is polarity everywhere, right? This is a big part of what's going to be in the intuitive youth school, is learning how to work with the polarity that we have available to us. It's not bad, right? It's just we have spectrum of things, right? But also we can't know light without darkness. There's like literally no way. So we get to utilize the gifts that are available to that. So like feeling that, like that juxtaposition of being connected up here and connected down there. And like, we are right at the center of that. It's so delicious. Brandy, I felt that chakra cleansing so heavy in my heart. All right, good. We'll talk about that. Pam, I saw and heard that I should coach children with their emotions and spirituality. Sister. Oh, we got some cool intentions for the intuitive youth school. That's lovely. Jamie, the flame, had a dance party with the fire. Yes, Selma, contrast. Catherine, so powerful. Thank you. I saw lots of light, white in the flame. Love your meditations. Write a book, woman. Here. So thank you. Megan, I saw me as a miniature version of me. My solar plexus was like a hot air balloon and the fire was big going upwards. I was just looking up at realizations in the fire and fanning the flames. Megan, you have a lot of like floaty experiences in our meditations. I think we need to really harness and like utilize the air element. I think that there's some like fun we get to play around with that. So that's exciting to think about. Danielle, I kept seeing a page of a book with the words "Once Upon a Time." Well, that's lovely. I love that. That's so fun. Morgan, my intuition was that fire and it kept jumping into my body. And now, interestingly, I had a full-length mirror projected on me. I was in the woods. So cool. Brandy, hey, I know, ghostwriter. That's awesome. Girls, so here's the other thing. Some of you may be looking at these words like, I didn't feel a damn thing. I didn't see colors. I didn't do it. Like, that didn't happen to me. Listen, we don't judge ourselves based on other people's experiences. Who's heard me say it before? Who knows what I'm about to say? Comparing ourselves to anyone else and their experience is like comparing chocolate to kale. There is literally no comparison, okay? You get to have your experience. And some of you, you may not have ignited the depth and connection to like feeling different things and seeing color. Everybody's got different superpowers. You may not have actually even seen anything in that visualization, but you're going to see it later on, or you'll feel it later on. This might be a cumulative, like we've laid the foundational groundwork. I can't tell you how many meditations I've done where like the next day I'm driving and it like, I get something, I get moved by something. Okay. So you do not judge your experience. It was perfect. It was perfect. Exactly as it was sacred and holy unto you. Nina said, my intuition validated my need to travel. I'm coming. Nina goes to cool places and she goes to cool concerts. So I'm coming with you. My little Sagittarius self is like, sign me up. All right, girls. We are going to keep this to an hour and a half, which is so lovely. We've done a lot of energy moving in 90 minutes, like holy guacamole, girlfriends, right? So here is the like homework assignment for after this. Drink water. I know that some of you are like going to bed right after this and you don't want to pee at 3 a.m. That's fine. Drink a lot of water tomorrow. We got to flush out the system. Okay. Really trust me with this. We moved a lot of energy and some of that needs to literally just be flushed out, especially, right, Valerie? Like if we actually have tears in this, we have stuff that's moving and is being asked to move. Some of you might cry for 3 days. It's okay. That's not weird. It's okay. Trust the process. So drink a lot of water and also movement. First of all, some of you might be like comatose and like ready to sleep. Cool, sleep. Allow your body to integrate everything that we just activated for you. And promise me tomorrow there's a walk or there's a dance party or there's like even just some flowy, like intentional, like neck turns or whatever you can do to support yourself. We need to move this energy. Okay. Yes. Pinky promise. Pinkies up. Can we get those? Thank you. Love you. I know it's so second grade, but like really, this is important stuff. When you work with energy this often, thank you to Net. And Net's got two pinkies up. And they're talking to each other. Chiropractor tomorrow. I just had mine tonight, Morgan. Morgan and I met as a chiropractor. It's our love story. All right. I'm going to take one big sip of those. Valerie said dance party for sure. But that was something I noticed around the fire. I was dancing and I realized I don't just dance and move for fun. Yeah, girl. What happens to what's cooking in the Reiki bubble? I handed it up to the goddesses that and the spirit team that I hand my Reiki bubble to. And so they just keep cooking it. They just keep doing it. I just turned it over. Now you get to do it, right? Now I literally turned it over to divine source of love and light and energy. It's fabulous. So good question. Thank you for asking that. The final thing that I wanted to say is, ladies, I've mentioned the Intuitive You School. Many of you are here. I want to share with you that this is the final public live thing that I am doing for the Intuitive You School to invite you into it. We start January 11th for the first round. And I will tell you that I am already pre-enrolling women for our second round of the Intuitive You School that starts on April 4th. Yes, we are starting 1-1-1-2-2, and then we are starting 4-4-2-2. It's fabulous. I know. Here's what. We've got big freaking work to do in the world, ladies. We've got big freaking work to do in the world. You know your soul is calling you into doing big work. The Intuitive You School is a 6-month program that I really want you to join. I'm going to tell it to you straight out. I really want you to join. If you are here tonight, you are my people, and I am your person, and these are your people. You're not going to walk into Starbucks and be able to plop down and activate your intuition with people, right? Like, we get to call people into our life purposefully and consciously. We get to do that for our intuition. In the Intuitive You School, we go really deep on what the intuition is. We do a lot of work with our inner child and those past stories. Then we dive deep into learning about how to work with the elements of the universe. We dive deep into the moon cycle, utilizing that to activate your intuition, into the zodiac cycle and how to play with different zodiacs throughout the course of the year, throughout the course of the moon cycle. We dive deep, deep, deep. I mean, you think that chakra, like, how many people are like obsessed with that chakra cleansing that just happened, right? Like, we're going to learn intimately about the chakra system and what to do to ignite that for ourselves for the sake of our intuition. We're going to learn about human design. We're going to learn about the seasonal cycle and the Sabbath celebrations throughout the year. We are going to learn about our clair senses, our 6 senses, essentially, how to tap in to divine consciousness with these bodies, utilizing our feelings. We're going to learn how to manifest, how to spell cast, how to be a bigger part of the very world that we're a part of. In my opinion, in my true belief, we are here because we are abundant, and we get to figure out how we can enhance the abundance that's around us. And when we work with our intuition, we get to do that. And so, like I said, this is the final time that I am openly talking about outside of Facebook posts. I'm closing doors next week. And so what I would like for you to do is, if you are interested in talking more about the Intuitive You School, go to the website. I'm going to put it here. Actually, I should have it here just so I can copy and paste it for you. That would be a little bit easier. I want you to go to this website. It's going to give you all the bazillion details that you need. I outlined everything that we're going to be doing in the school. It's a 6-month incredible, deeply connective opportunity to enhance your intuition, to learn how to live intuitively, and to tap into all the superpowers that are available to us. And if you fill out the application, we will hop on the phone and we will see if you are meant to be a part of the school. Like I said, you're here for a reason. Tonight was awesome. Tonight was exactly what you needed for right now. And what does life look like for you in 6 months? Because if it's exactly the same as what it came into, as what it is coming into tonight, I want more than that for you. And I think ultimately you want more than that for you. I think you're here because you're really freaking brave. And I think you're ready to learn the next things. So like I said, check out the website. I'm not gonna, like I said, I want to keep this under 90 minutes. I'm not going to bore you with all the details because I could talk about this for like the next 3 hours. Go check out the website, fill out the application. We will get on the phone sometime soon. And I will tell you that even if you don't know that you can join in January, if you join the April one, we can talk about extended payment plans. But I want you to be able to lock in the rate of payment of the price point right now for the school. And that's a sacred conversation that we get to have on our phone call. So check out the website, go fill out the application, and we'll set up a phone call. Everybody feel good? Anybody have any final questions, thoughts, things that they want to add? Hi, Amy Hamilton. You're welcome, Maya. You're welcome, Jamie. You're welcome, Amy. Okay, girls. You're welcome, Bethany. Now I want to study Reiki. Maya, when I turn into a master of masters, when I get attuned to being a master of masters, you got to fly over here and I can attune you. Good. I'm so glad. Pam, thank you for sending everybody gratitude. You're welcome, Selma. You're welcome, Morgan. Oh, awesome, ladies. You are magical. You now have an activated intuition. Go forth and feel your feelings. Go forth and trust yourself. And if joining the school, if you want to learn more about this, if you want to learn how to play with energy more, if you want to learn all the different tools of magic that the universe has available for you, that's what we're doing in the school. And it's going to be a deep, intimate group coaching experience. It's going to be really freaking fun. It's going to be this for 6 months. I mean, this is honestly what I needed. I'm literally combining everything that I've learned over the course of the past 6 years into one place. If 6 years ago I was learning about this, I would be the friggin' first to sign up. I'd fill out the application right now. And I'm not exaggerating because everything that I've learned, I'm so obsessed with. It has changed my life. And I want to, it'll change yours. I want you in there so we can change your life. Because if we change your life, if we help you stand in your power, we get to change the lives of so many other people as a byproduct. So, all right, ladies, 90 minutes, hands over your heart. Take a deep breath. Oh, I love you. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for giving me your energy. Thank you for doing this incredible work that is going to up-level your experience as a human, and as a byproduct will up-level the experience of the people that you love the very most, because they will feel your energy, and that's just fabulous. Have a great night, ladies. Grab that link, fill out the application if you want to join. We'll hop on a call over the course of the next couple of days, and I can't wait to talk with you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you soon. Bye, loves.